History has just been rewritten in the heart of the desert, and the world of professional tennis will never be the same again. If you have ever doubted the power of the Pinoy spirit, then February 17, 2026, is the date you need to engrave in your memory forever. At the world-famous Dubai duty-free tennis stadium, under the blinding lights of the centre court, a 20-year-old fearless warrior from the Philippines didn't just play a match. She shook the very foundation of the WTA Tour. If you want to stay updated on every match, every ranking jump, and every viral moment of Alex Eala's career, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Our very own Alex Eala has pulled off the absolute biggest shocker of the 2026 season so far. She was standing across the net from a literal wall, Jasmine Paolini. We are talking about the world number 8, the 6th seed of this tournament, a two-time Grand Slam finalist, and the defending champion who knows these Dubai courts like the back of her hand. On paper, this was supposed to be a routine win for the Italian superstar. Most sports analysts and betting experts gave Alex less than a 20% chance of survival. They saw a 20-year-old kid who had just slipped to number 47 in the rankings. They saw an underdog, but what they didn't see was the fire burning in her eyes and the strength of 100 million Filipinos standing right behind her. The final scoreline tells a story of pure dominance and unbelievable grit. 6-1, 7-6. Let that sink in for a moment. Alex Eala, the unseeded prodigy, has knocked out a top 10 giant in straight sets. This wasn't a lucky break, and it wasn't a fluke. This was a 1 hour and 40-minute masterclass in power, precision, and a mental toughness that we usually only see in legends like Rafael Nadal. The atmosphere inside the stadium was something the WTA has never witnessed before. From the very first point, it didn't feel like a tournament in the Middle East. It felt like a home match in the middle of Manila. The stadium was a sea of red, white, and blue. The deafening chants of Laban Alex and Ale 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 were so loud that even the veteran tournament organizers were left in shock. This Filipino Frenzy wasn't just noise. It was a wall of energy that pushed Alex when her muscles were screaming and rattled a former champion who is usually as cool as ice. But this victory is about so much more than just a scoreboard. It's about a ranking jump that has shattered all previous records. It's about a massive prize money jackpot that has just changed the game for her entire team. And most importantly, it's about the message Alex Eala sent to the world. The Philippines is no longer just a participant in global tennis, we are now a threat. In this deep dive analysis, we are going behind the numbers. We are going to talk about the tactical masterstroke Alex used to dismantle Paolini's defense in that 6-1 opening set. We are going to relive the heart-stopping drama of the second set, where Alex missed 4 match points and faced 2 set points against her. How did she stay so calm? How did she manage to pull off a crazy winner on the final point that has now gone viral across the globe? If you are a proud Filipino, or if you just love seeing an underdog rise to greatness, I want you to hit that like button right now. Let's flood the comments section with Laban Alex, and show the world that our support has no limits. Stay with us because we are breaking down the match that changed everything. The first set was a dream, but as any tennis fan knows, the world's elite don't stay down for long. Jasmine Paolini, the former Dubai champion and current world number 8, wasn't just going to hand over the keys to the castle. As the second set began, the tension inside the stadium shifted. Paolini adjusted her game, cutting down her unforced errors and finding the depth that had made her a 2-time Grand Slam finalist. This was no longer a one-sided bout, it was a psychological war. For a moment, it looked like Alex might run away with it again after breaking for an early 2-1 lead, but the Italian wall fought back. Paolini leveled the score at 3-3, and the battle became a game of chess. Alex broke again to go up 4-3, and suddenly the finish line was in sight. But at this level, the final few steps are always the hardest. Alex had 3 match points while leading 5-3, but Paolini, showing why she is a top 10 giant, saved every single one of them with incredible defensive grit. The crowd held their breath as Paolini didn't just survive, she surged. She broke Alex's serve as our champion was serving for the match, leveling the set at 5-all and even taking a 6-5 lead. The Filipino fans, who had been roaring just minutes ago, were now sitting on the edge of their seats, hands over their mouths. Was the comeback of the year about to happen? Was Alex going to lose heart after coming so close? The answer came in the 12th game. Facing 2 set points that could have forced a third set, Alex Eala showed the Nadal Academy grit. She saved both set points with fearless winners, forcing the match into a high-stakes tiebreak. The tiebreak was a highlight reel on its own. The first 8 points featured 8 consecutive winners, 4 from Paolini and 4 from Alex, locking them in a 4-4 deadlock. It was during the change of ends that Alex took a moment to look at the stands. In her own words later that night she said, "I looked around and saw the stadium was full of Filipinos. I thought to myself, how many of them are probably praying for me right now." That thought gave her the final push. At 5-5 in the tiebreak, Paolini blinked, committing a slight error that gave Alex her 5th match point. With one final, thunderous forehand winner, Alex Eala sealed the victory. The stadium exploded into a Filipino frenzy as chants of "Ale, ale, ale" rained down from the stands. Alex dropped her racket, her face a mix of exhaustion and pure disbelief. She had just outlasted a champion in a 1 hour and 40-minute marathon. But the celebration was just beginning, because this win wasn't just about one night. It was about a massive jump in the world rankings and a prize money jackpot that would change everything. While the victory on the court was breathtaking, the numbers behind this win are even more staggering. Let's talk about the two things every professional athlete dreams of: ranking and revenue. Going into this week, Alex Eala was facing a technical setback. Despite her incredible form, the official WTA rankings released on Monday showed her slipping from her career high of world number 40 down to number 47. This drop was simply due to points from the previous year expiring. But with this single win over Jasmine Paolini, Alex hasn't just recovered those spots, she has completely shattered her own ceiling. By reaching the round of 16 at a WTA 1000 event, Alex has banked a massive 120 ranking points. According to the latest live projections, this catapults her straight to a brand new career high of world number 37. For the first time in history, a Filipino player is knocking on the door of the top 35. This is critical because being ranked in the top 32 means Alex could soon be a seeded player at Grand Slams like the French Open or Wimbledon, giving her a much easier path to the later rounds. Now let's talk about the jackpot. Professional tennis at this level is expensive, but Alex just made it a whole lot easier for her team. By advancing to the third round in Dubai, she has secured a guaranteed prize money check of $49,250. That is approximately 2.8 million Philippine pesos for just 2 matches. Her total career earnings have now officially crossed the $1.6 million mark. This financial boost ensures she can continue training at the elite Nadal Academy, with the best coaches and physios in the world. But the journey doesn't stop here. The round of 16 is where the air gets even thinner. Waiting for Alex on Wednesday, February 18, 2026, is the experienced Romanian veteran Sorana Cirstea. This is a clash of generations. Cirstea is a powerful baseline player who has been in the top 30 for years, but Alex has the momentum of a freight train. The match is scheduled for the morning session on centre court. For all our Cabayans tuning in, here are the times you need to mark on your calendars. Dubai time, 8:30 a.m. Wednesday. Pakistan time, PKT, 9:30 a.m. Wednesday. Philippines time, PHT, 12:30 p.m. Wednesday. Alex Eala is currently the hottest name in Asian sports. Tournament directors are already calling her huge for the future of the game. If she manages to beat Cirstea and reach the quarterfinals, her prize money will nearly double to $98,500, and she will firmly enter the top 30. In our next part, we are going to look at the Nadal Academy secret. What did Rafa Nadal's team change in Alex's game that allowed her to dominate a top 10 player so easily? We'll analyze the technical adjustments that have turned her into a giant killer. Don't go anywhere. The story of the Filipina Queen is just getting started. Part 4, the Nadal Academy secret, the making of a giant killer. Script length, 7-8 minutes of speech. How does a 20-year-old from the Philippines dismantle a top 10 world-class veteran like Jasmine Paolini? To find the answer, we have to travel nearly 4,000 miles away from Dubai to the island of Mallorca, Spain. This is where the Rafa Nadal Academy, Alex's second home, has been quietly forging a superstar. You see, Alex isn't just another student at the academy. She is a protégé who has spent hundreds of hours practicing on the same courts as the king of clay himself. In late 2025 and early 2026, the coaching staff at the academy made a strategic shift in Alex's training. They realized that while her defense was solid, she needed a kill shot to compete with the giants of the WTA. The first big change was her first serve. In her victory over Paolini, Alex's service games were the foundation of her win. She has added significant speed and a deeper, more aggressive kick spin that pulls opponents out of their comfort zone. But the real secret weapon, It's her forehand aggression. Under the guidance of her coaches in Mallorca, Alex has transitioned from a counterpuncher to a front-foot attacker. In that first set against Paolini, she wasn't waiting for mistakes. She was creating them, hitting 24 total winners during the match. The Nadal DNA is most visible in her mental toughness. Remember that second set? When Alex was up a break, then down 5-6, then facing set points, most young players would have crumbled. But the Academy's philosophy is never give up until the final handshake. That psychological grit allowed her to save 2 set points and keep her focus through 5 grueling match points. This transformation has turned her into a statistical nightmare for the top 10. Did you know that Alex Eala now has a winning record against top 10 players? After beating Paolini, she is officially 3-2 against the world's elite. She's already taken down world-class names like Iga Swiatek and Madison Keys in the past, proving that her game is built for the big stage. The world is finally starting to see what Rafa Nadal saw years ago when he invited her to train in Spain. She isn't just playing tennis, she is playing with a tactical maturity that is far beyond her years. And she will need every bit of that academy training as she prepares for her round of 16 battle against Sorana Cirstea. Cirstea is 15 years older than Alex and has a very different style. While Alex is a crafty left-hander with heavy spin, Cirstea is a flat-hitting power player. It's going to be a battle of spin vs speed. But with the backing of the Rafa Nadal Academy and the prayers of millions of Filipinos, Alex Eala isn't just an underdog anymore. She is a contender. In our final part, we'll give you the ultimate verdict on Alex's future. Can she win the Dubai 1000 title? What will her ranking be by Monday? And we'll reveal the heart-moving message she sent to her fans after this historic night. Don't go anywhere, the best is yet to come. As we wrap up the story of this historic night in Dubai, one thing is crystal clear. The world of tennis has a new giant killer, and her name is Alex Eala. This victory over world number 8 Jasmine Paolini is more than just a match win. It is a turning point for Asian tennis. So what is the final verdict on Alex's future? By Monday, when the official WTA rankings are released, Alex is projected to sit comfortably at a new career high of world number 37. But the real goal is the top 30. If she can maintain this level of aggression and mental grit, she won't just be entering the top 30. She will be a legitimate threat to win her first WTA 1000 title before the year is over. But let's look beyond the rankings and the prize money. The most beautiful part of this story happened after the final point was won. In her post-match interview on the centre court, Alex was visibly emotional. She looked at the crowd, seeing thousands of Filipinos who had stayed up late into the night just to cheer for her. She said, "I looked around during the tiebreak and saw the stadium was full of Filipinos. I thought to myself, how many of them are probably praying for me right now. I knew I had to give everything I had." That connection, that Pinoy pride, is what makes Alex Eala different from every other player on the tour. She isn't just playing for herself, she is carrying the hopes of an entire nation. Her journey from a young prodigy at the Rafa Nadal Academy to a 20-year-old taking down top 10 champions is an inspiration to every kid in the Philippines who has ever picked up a racket. The road ahead is tough. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, February 18, she faces Sorana Cirstea in the round of 16. It will be another battle, another test of her nerves. But whether she wins or loses that match, she has already achieved something legendary. She has proven that she belongs on the big stage. She has proven that she can beat the best in the world. And she has proven that the Philippines is a tennis powerhouse in the making. As we look toward the rest of the 2026 season, the Eala fever is only going to grow. From the clay courts of Roland Garros to the grass of Wimbledon, all eyes will be on the left-handed star from Quezon City. Thank you so much for watching our deep dive into this historic upset. Don't forget to leave one last Laban Alex in the comments. Let's keep the energy going as our champion continues her journey in Dubai. Until next time, keep supporting the Pinoy Pride.